Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Fan Sports Radio Bracket Breakdown with our analyst Nick Newman. Tonight,
Hi.
hello. Tonight, Nick will take us through the East and the South regions of the men's NCAA tournament. Let's go to the East region, which includes Villanova as the number 1 seed. Go through that bracket for us there, Nick.
I'm going to take Villanova over Lafayette because there hasn't been a 116 upset yet.
Right on.
And then I'm going to take NC State because Mark Godfrey will have them ready. So that'll be
Who they
Nova
beating?
versus NC State. They're going to
Okay.
beat LSU.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make this bold prediction right here. Wyoming over Northern Iowa.
Ooh.
I think Northern Iowa plays in a kind of a weak conference, so I'm taking Wyoming. And they play good in their conference championship.
There you
and
go.
They won it, actually. That's why
Okay.
they got in. And I'm taking Louisville over UC Irvine because of Montrezl Harrell. So that's going to be Wyoming versus Louisville. And then I'm taking Boise State or the winner of Dayton over Providence, actually, just because I think Dayton's a good team, but so is Boise State. No matter who wins that, will beat
They're
Providence.
going to beat Providence, okay.
And then I like Buddy Hield because of his offensive efficiency for Oklahoma. So I'm taking Oklahoma over Albany of New York, by the way.
Okay.
And I'm taking Michigan State over Georgia because their physicality is really good.
Yep, Michigan State's a good tournament team.
Yep. And then I'm taking Virginia over Belmont. Sorry, Ohio Valley Conference. I'm going with Virginia.
All right, and so that will get you to the. Do you want to do the
I'll do
East
round
Sweet
of-
16s or go to the South?
I'll do East round of 32. You
Okay.
always mess that up.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go with Villanova over NC State because they're a 1 seed.
Okay.
And I was thinking about this matchup, but just because Louisville is a terrible shooting team, but I'm going to go with Louisville just
Okay.
because the higher seed. And I'm taking Buddy Hield again because of offensive efficiency over Boise State or Dayton.
So
And
that's
then-
Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma, yep. And then I'm taking Virginia because of Justin Anderson and Brogdon and the gang over MSU.
Okay.
And so that Sweet 16 is Villanova versus Louisville, Oklahoma versus Virginia, and
Okay.
I'm taking Nova over Louisville because of their shooting, and Virginia over Oklahoma because they're just an all-around good team.
Okay. So you got Villanova and Virginia there to end the East Elite Eight there.
Yeah, and then Virginia is going to beat Villanova to make it to the Final Four because they're overall good and they have good coaching.
Okay. Very good.
Now let's move on to the
South region.
South region.
Where we have Duke as the number 1 seed, and they'll be playing North Florida, or actually Robert Morris, I believe, just one.
Robert Morris just won.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm taking Duke over the 16 seed.
Okay.
Just because there's been no upsets, and I'm taking St. John's over SD State. I think that might be a toss-up, but I'm taking St. John's.
Okay.
Utah over Stephen F. Austin. Yes, last year Stephen F. Austin had their upsets, but I'm taking Utah. And Eastern Washington, I'm taking over Georgetown because
There's your big upset special right there.
Yep, Eastern Washington beat Indiana this season. They got the best scorer in the nation, and I think Georgetown's overseeded, in my opinion.
Okay.
And now SMU and UCLA, I'm taking SMU. Larry Brown will have them ready. And I'm taking Iowa State. Georges Niang will be good in the postgame over UAB.
Okay.
And now I'm taking Iowa over Davidson. I wasn't sure about that, but I stuck to Iowa because they have a tougher schedule of the Big Ten. And now I have Gonzaga. Kyle Wilcher will be shooting threes.
Okay.
Pangos will be shooting threes. They will beat North Dakota State.
All right.
And so we go to the round of 32, and we have Duke versus St. John's. I'm taking Duke.
Okay.
And Utah versus Eastern Washington. I'm taking Utah.
Okay, so Eastern Washington's run stops with 1 win.
Yep.
All right.
And now I'm taking Iowa State because Georges Niang again.
Over SMU.
Yep. And then
Okay.
I'm taking Gonzaga over Iowa. I was thinking about that upset, but Gonzaga will do it.
Okay.
And now I have Duke versus Utah and Iowa State versus Gonzaga. and I'm taking Duke over Utah by 10 plus because of Jaleel Okafor and the gang. And Iowa State and Gonzaga, I'm taking Iowa State. That's my dark horse of the tournament. Even though they're a 3 seed, I think they can get up there and make some noise in the tournament.
Okay.
And so for the Elite Eight, I have Duke versus Iowa State. I'm taking Iowa State. Bold prediction number 2.
Iowa State over Duke to get to the Final Four.
So my Final Four is UK versus Wisconsin and Virginia versus Iowa State.
Okay. UK versus Wisconsin, Virginia versus Iowa State. Let's talk about the Final Four. Who do you like in those 2 games?
I like Kentucky. I've been riding on the Wisconsin wagon for a while, but I'm going to switch over to Kentucky. I actually attended one of their practice today. They're laid back, but I think they're gonna beat Wisconsin because they just got so many weapons, and so they'll be in the championship versus Virginia of Brogdon and their coaching staff will bring them to play. Justin Anderson, Parantes, they'll come to play. They got
Okay.
a lot of weapons too. Watch
Okay.
out for them.
So we got UK, University of Kentucky versus Virginia in the final game in the first weekend in April. Who do we have as your championship?
Drum roll, please. Virginia. Sorry, Big Blue Nation. I'm going for Virginia. 72-70.
You heard it right there.
They are
At,
a 2 seed out of the East.
so Nick Newman is taking Virginia to upset the Wildcats of Kentucky.
39-1,
One of very
okay.
few people that is not picking Kentucky. I like to see that. So Nick has Virginia beating UK in the championship game on that Monday night of the tournament. So those are Nick's bold bracket buster predictions, and we'll play the games and see how it goes. So with the Thursday game starting tomorrow, we get the exciting March Madness shoots into full gear here.
Shout out to Bellarmine with the D2 going to Elite 8 to Evansville. Big win over Indianapolis last night. I was there.
Absolutely. Definitely want to give a shout out to the Bellarmine Knights winning their D2 region last night at the Knights Hall. And Nick did have the opportunity to go, so I stayed away. I was kind of afraid of the little jinx there since they lost when I went to see them. So Nick and his brother went, and they pulled off the victory. So congrats to the home team, Bellarmine Knights, and may they do well in the Elite Eight, that they have next in Evansville. So good luck, Bellarmine. And any final thoughts, Nick, before we swing into high gear here for March Madness?
Baby.
All right. We will have our next show here coming up soon. And until then, enjoy the basketball games, everyone.
See you, folks.
Take care.